Hello dear students, in previous class we have explained the concept of surds. Now in this class we will solve the problem from exercise 1.4 that is related to surds. Okay, so start from problem 1. So see your book, in your book it is given the first question of exercise 1.4. Simplify the following. Question number 1, first part. Okay, simplify the following. Question number 1, first part. Okay. It is given that under root 45 minus 3 root 20 plus 4 under root 5. Okay, you have to simplify this. So this under root 45 can be written as 3 into 3 into 5 minus 3 and 20 can be written as 2 into 2 into 5, and this is 4. Under root 5 can't be reducible. Okay, so keep 4 root 5. So for 2 3, 1 3 will come outside because square root, so 3 root 5 minus, for 2 2, 1 2 will come outside, so 3 into 2 under root 5 plus 4 root 5 is equals to 3 under root 5 minus 6 under root 5 plus 4 under root 5. This is positive and this is positive, so add them. So it will be 7 under root 5 minus 6 under root 5. So that is under root 5. Okay, so this is the first part. Now come to second part of the question number 1. Second part, it is given that in second part it is given that 3 root 3 plus 2 under root 27 plus 7 upon root 3. Okay, try to solve this. So root 3 can't be irreducible, so 3 root 3. Okay, and plus 2, 27 means 3 into 3 into 3, clear, plus 7 upon root 3. In denominator there is root 3. Okay, so to change the denominator we can multiply by root 3 here and root 3. If you multiply this one by root 3 it will become 3, or you can keep as it is, then you can add. Okay, choice is yours. So I am multiplying by root 3 numerator and denominator. Okay, to change the denominator into rational number. So 3 under root 3 plus 2, for 2 3 1 3 will come outside, 3 to the 6 root 3 plus 7 root 3 upon 3. Okay, now this will be 9 root 3 plus 7 root 3 upon 3. This is equals to 3 is the LCM, so 27 root 3 plus 7 root 3, that is equals to 34 root 3 upon 3. Okay, so this is the second part. Now come to the third part. Okay, in third part it is given that 6 root 5 into 2 root 5. 6 root 5 multiplied by 2 root 5. So 6 to the 12 and root 5 into root 5 means 5 and 5, like this. So 12 into, for this 5 will come outside, so this is 60. Okay, clear? Now come to the fourth part. In fourth part it is given that 8 root 15 divided by 2 root 3. 8 root 15 divided by 2 root 3. So it is 8 root 15 divided by 2 root 3. Okay, so this is by 2, this is cancelled out 4. So 4 and root 15 can be written as 5 into 15 can be written as 5 into 3 and upon root 3 is equals to, and square root is distributive, so you can write that 4 into root 5 into root 3 divided by root 3. Root 3 will be cancelled out, so it will be 4 root 5. Okay, here square root will be distributive, so root 3 and root 3 will be cancelled out. Now come to the next part. Okay, fifth part. Fifth part, it is given that under root 24 upon 8, under root 24 upon 8 plus under root 54 upon 9. Okay, so try to solve this. So 24 can be written as 2 into 2 into 3. Okay, divided by 8 plus 54. So 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 under root divided by 9. Okay, so for this 2 will come outside and 2 3s are 6. So 2 root 6 upon 8 plus for this 3 will come outside and here will be 6. So this is 3 root 6 upon 9. Okay, LCM will be 72. Okay, or before that you can cancel out this one. By 2 this is 4 and by 3 this is 3. So under root 6 upon 4 plus under root 6 upon 3 is equal to, this is 12, 3 root 6 plus 4 root 6 is equals to 6 root 6. 7 root 6 upon 12. Okay, so this is the simplification. Okay, next part. Okay, next part, how will solve? Sixth part. Okay, sixth part, it is given that 3 upon root 8 plus 1 upon root 2. So that is equals to 3 upon under root 2 into 2 into 2 plus 1 upon root 2. So this is 3 upon 2 root 2, because for this 2 will come outside, and 1 upon root 2. Okay, LCM is 2 root 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5 upon 2 root 2. Okay, or you can change the denominator also, or you can keep this answer as it is. Okay, now come to question number 2. Simplify the following. Question number 2. Simplify the following. Question number 2, first part. Okay, in first part it is given that under 5 plus root 7 into 2 plus root 5. 5 plus root 7 into 2 plus root 5. Yes, okay. So you have to simplify. Simply multiply them. Okay, so by 5 we will multiply this 2, and by root 7 multiply this 2. So by 5 it will be 10 plus 5 root 5 plus, but by root 7 2 root 7 plus root 5 into root 7, that will be under root 35. Okay, so this is the simplification, basically only multiplication, nothing is there. Second part, try to solve at home. Very simple, a plus b into a minus b form. So a square minus b square formula you will apply. Now third part. Okay, in third part it is given that root 5 plus root 2 whole square. Root 5 plus root 2 whole square. A plus b whole square formula. So you have to split in a plus b whole square formula. So a square plus 2 into root 5 into root 2 2ab plus b square under root 2 square. So that is equals to 5 plus 2 under root 10 plus this is 2. So 5 plus 2 that is 7. So 7 plus 2 under root 10. Okay, this is the third part. Now come to the next part. Fourth part, root 3 minus root 7 whole square. Again this is a minus, here a plus b whole square formula, and in fourth part you will apply a minus b whole square formula. So that is your homework. Now come to part 5. Question number 2, part 5. Okay, it is given that root 2 plus root 3 and root 5 plus root 7. Root 2 plus root 3 into root 5 plus root 7. So that is equals to, this 2 will be multiplied by root 2, you will multiply this 2, by root 3 you will multiply this 2. So by root 2 it will be under root 10 plus under root 14 plus under root 15 plus under root 21. That is the answer. Okay, so fifth part. And sixth part, again same method, same multiplication you will apply. So sixth part is your homework. Now I am coming to question number 3. Question number 3, first part. Okay, if root 2 equals to under root 2 equals to 1.414, then find the value of the following. Okay, here value of root 2 is given. You have to place the value, and before that you have to simplify. After simplifying, if root 2 is there, then you have to place 1.414 in place of root 2. Okay, so take the first part. Under root 8 plus under root 50 plus under root 72 plus under root 98. Okay, so simplify first. So this will be 2 into 2 into 2 plus 50. 2 into 5 into 5 plus this is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 plus 98. So 2 into 7 into 7. Okay, so this will be 2 root 2 plus 5 root 2 plus, for this 2 will come outside, for this 3. So 2 into 3 under root 2 plus 7 root 2. Okay, so this is 2 root 2 and 5 root 2, 2 root 2, 5 root 2 and 7 root 2. So 7 root 2 plus 7 root 2, 14 root 2. 14 root 2 plus 6 root 2. So that is equal to 20 root 2, and 20 and value of root 2 is given 1.414. So 1.414. So that is equals to 2828. Okay, and 0. So here it will be 28.28. Okay, yes. So this is the simplification. And second part, try to solve at home. Now come to question number 4. Okay, question number 4, it is given that question number 4, first part. It is given that under root 27 plus under root 75 plus under root 108 minus under root 243. Okay. So here it is given that you have to simplify this one, and it is told that root 3 equals to 1.732. So after simplifying, where root 3 will be there, you have to place the value, that is 1.732, then you have to simplify. Okay. So this can be written as 3 into 3 into 3 plus 3 into 5 into 5 plus 108 means 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Okay, and minus 243, so 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So this will be obviously 3 root 3 plus 5 root 3. For 2 5, 1 5 will come outside, and here for 2 2, 1 2 will come outside, for 2 3, 1 3 will come outside. It means it will be 2 and 3 will come outside, and under root 3 minus 3 into 3. For this 2 3, 1 3 will come outside, for this 2 1 3 will come outside. So this is root 3. So this is 8 root 3, 8 root 3 plus 6 root 3 minus 9 root 3. So 8 6 14 root 3, 14 root 3 minus 9. Okay. So what will be that? That is 5 root 3 finally. And this is 5 into 1.732. So that is equals to 0. So this will be 8.66. Okay. And second part you can solve by the same method. Okay. And after that, finally you will place the value of root 3, that is 1.732. The second part of question number 4 you can solve by. Now I am coming to question number 5. Okay, question number 5. Question number 5, first part. In question number 5, what you have to do is state which of the following numbers are irrational. 4 numbers are there in each part. You have to tell that which one is irrational, which one is rational. Only you have to tell that which one is rational. Oh, sorry, irrational. Under root 4 upon 9 and minus 3 upon 70. Under root 7 upon 25 and under root 16 upon 5. So this is square root of 4 is 2 and square root of 3 is 9 is 3. This is rational number, 2 upon 3 p upon q form. So this is rational. This is rational. Okay. This is also rational, p upon q form, and this can be written as under root 7 upon 5. Square root of 25 is 5. But root 7 is irrational, so whole part is irrational. And here this will be 4 upon under root 5. Under root 5 is irrational, so this is also irrational. Okay, only you have to say that which one is irrational. Okay, nothing to do. Next part you can solve it very easily. Now I am coming to question number 6. Okay, question number 6. It is told that state which of the following numbers will change into non-terminating, non-recurring decimal. Non-terminating, non-recurring means irrational. Same thing. Irrational and non-terminating, non-recurring, that is same thing. It means you have to say that in 6th part also which one is irrational. Which number is irrational, that number will be non-terminating, non-recurring. Okay. So first part. Minus 3 root 2. This is an irrational number. So obviously this is non-terminating and non-recurring. Okay. Second part. 256 upon 81 under root. The square root of 256 is 16 and this is 9. This is a rational number, so this will be either terminating or non-terminating repeating decimal. So this is not. Okay, we have to find only non-terminating, non-repeating, but this is non-terminating, repeating, so we will leave that. Third part, under root 27 into 16. Okay, so this is equals to 3 into 3 into 3 and this is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So this is equal, for this 2 3, 1 3 will come outside, this for 2 1 2 will come outside, for this 2 1 2 will come outside, and this 3 will remaining under root. So this is 12 root 3. Root 3 is there, so this is irrational, means non-terminating and non-recurring. Okay, and last part, fourth part, 5 upon 36 whole under root. So it will be root 5 upon under root of 36 is 6. Root 5 is irrational, so this is also non-terminating and non-recurring. Okay, now come to the question number 7. Question number 7. In question number 7, state which of the following numbers are irrational. You have to tell that which one is irrational. First part, 3 minus 7 upon 25 under root. So this is equals to 3 minus under root 7 upon 5. This is irrational, means whole the part is irrational. Okay. Second part, minus 2 upon 3 plus cube root of 2. This is irrational, means whole the part is irrational. Okay. Third part, 3 upon root 3. 3 upon root 3, this is irrational, so obviously total part is irrational. Fourth part, minus 2 upon 7 cube root of 5. This is irrational, so total part is irrational. Okay. Fifth part, 2 minus root 3 into 2 plus root 3. A minus B into A plus B form. So A square minus B square formula. 2 square minus under root 3 square. So this is 4 minus 3, that is equals to 1. This is rational. Okay. So this is not irrational. Only you have to find the irrational. So this is not irrational. So leave this. Okay. Now next part. Sixth part. Okay, sixth part, it is told that 3 plus under root 5 whole square. So A plus B whole square formula you have to apply here. So this is 3 square plus 2 into 3 into under root 5 plus under root 5 square. 9 plus 6 root 5 plus 5. So this is 14 plus 6 root 5. This is irrational, means whole the part is irrational. Okay. Seventh part, 2 upon 5 under root 7 square. That is equal to, this is 4 upon 2 square is 4, 5 square is 25, and under root 7 square is 7. So this is 28 upon 25. P upon Q form. So this is rational, not irrational. Okay. Last part, eighth part, that is your homework. You can verify that. A minus B whole square formula. If split in A minus B whole square formula, then you will get that. Okay. Question number 8 now. Okay, question number 8, first part. It is told that prove that the following numbers are irrational. So first part it is given that cube root of 2. Cube root of 2. Okay, you have done this type of thing. Suppose cube root is not there, only root 2. Then the second topic you have solved already. How we have to prove that this one is irrational. So on contradictory you will assume that this is rational. Suppose this is rational number. So this can be written as P upon Q, and P and Q are integers and Q is not equals to 0. P comma Q belongs to integer, Q is not equals to 0, and one more thing, P and Q have no common factor except 1. P and Q have no common factor except 1. Okay. Now in previous case it was square root. So we squared both sides. But here it is cube root. So you will take the cube on both hand sides. So it will be 2 and this will be P cube upon Q cube. Okay. Now this will be cross multiplication. So it will be 2 Q cube equals to P cube. So this is the first equation. Now see that left hand side is divisible by 2 obviously. So right hand side also divisible by 2. It means P cube is divisible by 2 and 2 is prime number. Now recall the theorem. If a to the power n is divisible by a prime number p, then a is also divisible by p. Okay. So it means implies that p is divisible by 2. Implies that p can be written as 2 into some integer. Okay. 2 into m. So p equals to 2m you can write. So place here 2m. So implies that 2q cube equals to 2m cube. Implies that 2q cube equals to 8m cube. Divide both sides by 2, so it will be q cube equals to 4m cube. Now right hand side is divisible by 2, so left hand side is also divisible by 2. It means q cube is divisible by 2. Implies that q is divisible by 2 by the theorem. Okay. So here p is divisible by 2 and q is also divisible by 2. So we are getting a factor that is 2. Common factor of p and q, that is 2. But here it is told that p and q have no common factor except 1. But rather than we are getting a common factor 2. Okay. So our assumption that is this is rational number. So that was wrong. It means this one is an irrational number. Okay. And rest of the part of this question you can solve by yourself. Same as it is. Okay. Now come to question number 9. Come to question number 9. First part. What you have to do? Find the greatest and the smallest real number among the following numbers. So at first it is given that 2 under root 3, 3 under root 2, minus under root 7 and under root 15. Okay. Here this is whole part and this is irrational part. This is whole part, this is irrational part. So take all this whole part inside the root. Okay, then you can compare. So this can be written as under root 2 into 2 into 3. See this. 2 is there. So for 2, 2, 1, 2 will come outside. So you can write this one. So this will be under root 12. And here 3 means under root 3 into 3 upon under root 2. Or you can say that under root 9 upon under root 2 is equals to whole under root 9 upon 2. So this is under root 4.5. Now all these numbers are under root. Okay, you can verify that. This is minus, so this is obviously lowest. Now greatest, which one is greatest? Under root 15, under root 4.5, under root 12. So this is the greatest number. Okay, second part you can follow the same step and you can find the answer. Okay, next problem question. It is question number 10. Question number 10. In question number 10, it is given that write the following numbers in ascending order. It means from lower number to greater number you have to arrange them. Okay. So question number 10, first part. 3 under root 2, 2 under root 3, under root 15 and 4. Same method, just like previous method you have to follow. All these numbers you have to bring in under root. Okay. So this will be under root 3 into 3 into 2. So this is under root 12 and this is 2 into 2 into 3 under root. So this is 18. This is under root 18 and this is under root 12 and this is already under root 5 and 4 is equals to under root 4 into 4, that is under root 16. Okay. So which one is lowest? This one is lowest and this one is greater, but you have to arrange. So first lowest number is this one. Okay, lowest number is this one. After 12, that is 15, then 16, then this is the greatest, that is okay. So in descending, first of all, lowest number is 2 root 3. So 2 root 3, then under root 15, then 4, then 3 root 2. So this is the ascending order. In this way you can arrange it. Second part you can solve by yourself. Now question number 11. Question number 11. Write the following number in descending order. In previous question it was as in ascending order. Now we have to arrange in descending order. It means greatest number to the lowest number. Okay. 11. First part. 9 under root 2, 3 upon 2 under root 5 and 4 under root 3 and 3 under root 6 upon 5. Okay. So bring all the whole parts inside the root. So it will be, this is under root 9 into 9 upon under root 2. So 9 will come outside. So this can be written as 81 upon 2 whole under root. So this will be under root 40.5 and this is 3 upon 2. So 3 into 3 upon 2 into 2 under root and multiplied by under root 5. So it will be 9 upon 4 and 5. So 9 into 5 under root 4. So that is equals to 45 upon 4 under root. So this is 11. Okay, 11 and 2, 5. This is under root. And here it is 4 into 4 into 3 under root. So this will be equals to under root 48. And this is 3 into 3 under root multiplied by 6 upon 5. So this will be 3 3s are 9. So 9 6 are 54 upon 5. So this is 10.8. So from lowest to greatest, lowest is 10.8 I think. Yes, 10.8. So this is the lowest. Then 11.25. Then 40.5. Then 48. So 3 into under root 6.6 upon 5, then 3 upon 2 root 5. After that 9 upon root 2, then 4 root 3. Okay. So in this way you can. So this is descending order it is told. So for greatest number first, it means 4 root 3. This is the greatest. Then 9 upon root 2. Okay. Then 3 upon root 2 5. After that, finally 3 under root 6 upon 5. Okay. Now last question of this topic. That is question number 12. Okay. Arrange the following number in ascending order. Question number 12. Cube root of 2, under root 3 and 6 root of 5. See this, here only square root was there. The root was same, but here it is cube root, here it is square root, here is 6 root, and 2, 3, 5 is there. Okay, in this case what you will do, you will equate the power, then you can compare them. Okay, what you have to do? Arranging the number in ascending order from smaller to greater. So this can be written as 2 to the power 1 upon 3, and this is 3 to the power 1 upon 2, and this is 5 to the power 1 upon 6. Now you have to make the power equal. If the power are equal, then from the base you can compare them. Okay. Now take the LCM of 3, 2 and 6. LCM of 3, 2 is and 6 is equals to how much? This will be equals to 6. 2, 3, 6. 2, 3, 6. LCM of 2, 3, 6 equals to 6. So you have to make this denominator 6. So for this you have to multiply this one by 2 and this one by 2. So this is 2 to the power 2 upon 6. And this is equals to, or you can multiply this one by 3 and this one by 3. So 3 to the power 3 upon 6. Okay. And keep this one as it is. And this is 2 to the power 1 upon 6. Or you can say that 2 to the power 2 to the power 1 upon 6. Powers are multiplied, so you can write that this as 2 to the power 2 to the power 1 upon 6. And this is equals to 4 to the power 1 upon 6. And this one you can write 3 to the power 3 to the power 1 upon 6. So this is 3 to the power 3 means 27 to the power 1 upon 6. Here power is 1 upon 6. Here power is 1 upon 6. Power is 1 upon 6. Now you can compare that. So smallest is this one. 4 to the power 1 upon 6 means this is the smallest. After that 5 to the power 1 upon 6 means this one. After that this one, that is root 3. Okay. So in this way you can, it means cube root 2, then 6 root of 5, then under root 3. So this is the ascending order. So this is all about the solution of exercise 1.4. Okay. In next class we'll solve or we'll explain a new topic, that is rationalizing the denominator of a irrational number. Okay. So we'll do this in next class. Till then, revise this chapter, revise the previous concept again and again. Okay. If you have any confusion, you can ask me in next class. Okay. Thank you.